Let me ask you a question. What is the best side for barbecue? Put your hands down because I already know the answer. It's potato salad. It's creamy, slightly acidic, salty, and slightly sweet. It hits all the requirements for a good side. That's enough out of me. We're jumping head first into this one. Let's turn up the heat. Now for the base of all potato salads. You guessed it, it's potatoes. I've got 2 pounds and all I'm gonna do is cut these into even pieces. Preferably little coins just like this. Don't be thrown off by the multiple colors, they're all the same potato. I just wanted it to be kind of colorful and fun. Choosing the right potato could be a difficult task. Let me save you the time and tell you to simply use a waxy potato. That's exactly what I've got here, and these are the best because when you boil them, they're gonna hold their shape, and that's exactly what you want with potato salad. If you can't tell by now, these potatoes are fingerlings. Why are they called that? Because they look like a bunch of fat fingers. These are ideal, but you could also use a red bliss. Once all these potatoes are cut up, toss them into a bowl, grab a large enough pot to hold all these potatoes, toss those potatoes into the pot, and on top of those potatoes, cover them with water. Add a generous multi-finger pinch of salt, right around a tablespoon or two. Cover those potatoes and turn on your heat. Blast the heat to high until these potatoes come to a rolling boil. Once at a boil, reduce the heat to a simmer and let these cook for about 15 minutes. Once they're done boiling, you want to check for doneness, so pull a couple to the side, grab a fork, and you should be able to just simply crack into them. Stab it with a fork, and if it's soft and tender, you're good to go. Strain these potatoes, getting rid of that water. Bring these potatoes over to a sheet tray and spread them out in a nice thin layer to let them cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. As those potatoes are cooling, now we need to work on the dressing. Bring in a bowl for the dressing and start with a half cup of mayo. This is the base of the dressing and it's just gonna get this flavor party started. To that mayo, we're gonna be adding 2 tablespoons of a nice Dijon mustard. This is gonna give you that nice tangy vinegar note. And for a little bit of tartness and that sour acidity note, go in with 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. In order to get that celery taste without actually adding celery, go in with a 1/4 teaspoon of celery seed. To balance out some of that vinegar and that acidity, tossing in 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. Now I want some onions in this potato salad, but regular onions are a little bit too harsh, so I'm going in with green onions. Take a half bunch, simply slice these up, slicing the green end a little bit thicker than the white. It's still gonna add that crunch, but it's just not gonna be as harsh as a white or a red onion. Now to help with that creamy factor, go in with a 1/4 cup of sour cream. Another way to get a little bit more of a crunch into this, toss in a half cup of dill pickles. Diced fairly small, just kind of like this. And then for the main flavor of this, 2 tablespoons of dill. Fresh, that is, just simply chopped. Salt and pepper to taste, and you are done. I know that was a lot, but bear with me. Now you're just gonna mix all this up. Now it's time to bring in your last bowl, slide these fingers off that tray into the bowl. Now you can bring your dressing in and dump the dressing right over these potatoes. And now we mix, dig up from the bottom to fully incorporate the potatoes and the dressing. Now we're using waxy potatoes, and the perk of that is they stay whole. So you are gonna wanna kinda go in here. I'm gonna take a potato masher and mash up just a small amount, just to get some varying texture and to kind of bind and hold everything together. Tasting as you go, if you need a little bit more salt, adjust as necessary. Now, once you're ready to serve, dish this out, and then you can toss on just a little bit of paprika. Right there is an amazing mayo-based potato salad that you need to try. I think. Let me give it a taste and I'll confirm that for you. And here we go. Time to confirm. Cheers. Oh yeah, it's confirmed. The potatoes are just slightly soft, they have a nice creamy texture. That dressing is acidic, salty, and it leaves you wanting more. I'm signing off so I can go finish the rest of this and maybe that whole bowl. If you like this video, give it a big fat thumbs up for that algorithm, smash that subscribe button, and until next time, peace.